Hello everyone. In today's tutorial, it's all about the 1/4 inch seam. If you have the Brothers CS6000i sewing machine, you're probably already aware that it has 2 preset stitches that will help you achieve a 1/4 inch seam. Videos have already been done on that on YouTube, so I'm going to link them in the description below. But in this video, I'm going to show you an alternative method by using the standard stitch as well as the standard presser foot. Right? So first, take off our presser foot here. And let's see. Hopefully you can see this. On the standard presser foot on this sewing machine, there's 3 notches. So from the first notch here to the right to the last notch here to the left is a 1/4 inch seam. And with your sewing machine in its regular stitch position, when you first turn it on, the needle actually sits right here on the left side of where this notch is. So placing your fabric at the edge of this line here to the right and sewing here to the left with the needle coming down, you will get a 1/4 inch seam. Also, if you haven't noticed, on your sewing machine there's also a line here for the 1/4 inch seam. So if you take your fabric and line up your fabric here at the beginning when you're placing it on the presser foot, and also lining it on the line here for the 1/4 inch seam on the bobbin plate here, you should be able to guide your fabric through when you're sewing to achieve your 1/4 inch seam. So when you have your fabric placed here to be sewn, you'll have to follow this line, but then once it's past this line, you should then start following this line to make sure that your fabric is lining up properly when you're sewing. Alright, so I'm going to place the presser foot back on the machine and I'm going to show you how to achieve that 1/4 inch seam. Okay, I have 2 2.5 inch squares and I'm going to put them right sides together. And 2 2.5 inch squares, when they're unsewn, will give you 5 inches across. Once you sew them together and you take off a 1/4 inch on each, you should end up with 4.5 inches. All right, and then we'll measure that afterwards. So place here, line that up. So the edge of my fabric is lined up here on the far left notch, and as well as down here where that marking for the 1/4 inch seam is. And you're going to take this very slow. Up, cut our thread. Now what I'm going to do is finger press this open. Right. Right, now that I've finger pressed this open, what I'm going to do is reposition the camera and then show you how many inches across that is. Right, so now we have our cutting mat in place. So if I place the beginning of my fabric here and then come across, you'll see that our square sewn, our two squares sewn together make up 4.5 inches, right? So that's how you can achieve a 1/4 inch seam using your regular presser foot and using the regular, the standard stitch on the Brother CS6000i. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of new videos that come out every Monday and Thursday, click the subscribe button below.